Has God ever spoken concerning you and it looks like it is taking longer than expected? Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 tells us how indeed no matter how long it takes, God's words will definitely come to pass. God is not a magician, neither can it be impossible for him to do what he said he will do. But God knows the scheduled time for the manifestation of what he has spoken to you about. He knows exactly where you are now, what you are doing, how steadfast you have been in waiting for him to confirm it. He will definitely accomplish his promises because he has said in his word in Numbers chapter 23 verse 19, has he said, and will he not do it? Or has he spoken, and will he not make it good? God will never say a thing he will not do. He never fails, and he is never limited in any way, unlike man. He recognizes you, and there are so many people, but he chose you. He chose to speak to you, to manifest his blessings and glory in you. Have you ever wondered why you are still breathing, still living, though the devil paints you a picture that kept reminding you of no hope? Have you ever wondered why you still keep thriving and pushing on in spite of the loneliness you feel on that journey of faith and waiting on God? It is all because God has got some stuff up his sleeve to bring to pass everything he has sketched out as a plan for your life, and he is keeping you just so he could fulfill that. The devil is good at making one feel that God has forgotten them. There are times that you would feel like lashing out and quit waiting because it seems it is taking too long. The devil can make it appear that way. You could feel like you are not on the right track. But have you ever thought that God might be testing how much you trust him, how much you wait on him on all costs to fulfill that word he has assured you? What is needed is your faith in God and constantly reminding him what he has spoken to you. Your persistence is needed. Maybe it may be difficult to hold on much longer. It could be a source through people who mock you constantly, just like Job's wife did him in Job chapter 2 verse 9. People can cause one to give up on what God is yet to confirm in their lives, but you need to press on. You cannot let the devil have his way because God is ready this season to confirm and perform to you one by one what he said to do, and the only one that can stop God right now is you if you give up. What areas of your life has God spoken to you about? Is it your success, breakthroughs, and blessings generally? God is telling you in Numbers chapter 6 verses 24 and 28. Now that you are moving into your field of massive blessings, things are falling in place for you right now. Your marital life is getting back on track, and God is giving you that child you have been praying for. That spouse, he said, he is bringing your way. Those that seem to have forgotten you will remember you to favor you. Those prodigals are coming home. Doors are opening and you are free from that power holding you down. You are tapping into the very blessings God has for you, and he is taking you to that place he promised you. Those connections you need are coming together for your good. He is bringing you material blessings in abundance, and the way he is going to make you acquire all these is going to amaze you. He said he will make you a source of blessing. He will definitely do that, and you do not have to know his moves. He is setting things in place for you, even ahead in your future. Believe and open your mind to receiving this word, because God is fulfilling his word this season we are now. The right attitude to receiving should be that you anticipate in advance and stay focused on God. Remember Abraham. God did not confirm what he promised him. If Abraham had opted out and did not have the right attitude, he might have missed the chance of seeing what God had spoken to be unfulfilled. Never cultivate the "I'm so worried it's not going to happen anymore" attitude. Do not waver in believing. Shun all forms of worry. Do not get too engrossed in your expectations that you begin to feel bitter towards people around you, things, and eventually God Himself. Bear in mind that if it is God's will, He will foot the bill. God has made the universe out of nothing, and what can be impossible for Him? Nothing. You could engage yourself in things you are so passionate about and refocus your energy on something better while anticipating. But above all, always resolve to His word, because every moment you do, He will always give you the brand new step you need to get closer to seeing what He has told you fulfilled. It may seem as though nothing is working out, or maybe you cannot see any of what God has told you He will do come to pass. You have been so strong all by yourself for so long. You cannot give up on God now. His words will not go back to Him void without fulfilling it. Do not let the devil's taunting words make you cringe in fear that your time has passed you by, or that maybe you are not qualified enough for God to fulfill His promise. God will always be with you, and if only you hold on a little longer, things are going to change in your favor, and then you will realize God is always faithful. Nothing can stop God. When He is set to play His own role, He is always on time, never too early or too late. Has there been any place in the Bible where God has given His word and He just turns His back? He confirms His words even to the Gentiles and unbelievers. How much more His very own child? Keep progressing in your trust in God, even when you cannot make any sense out of it. When you feel God is far away from you, just refer back to the Bible. This is not the first time God is fulfilling His promise to you. This phase of waiting will be over, and He has started already. You are special to God, and your faith, endurance, calmness, prayers, persistence in doing His will is what will keep you. Keep moving. Now you will begin to see His words unfolding. He is not going to fail you. He has not forgotten you. Do not compromise. The question is, do you still believe? Are you still with Him? What is your mindset towards what He is about to do? Have you been holding firmly to everything He has spoken to you about? And above all, are you prepared to receive the confirmation of His words?